The Rhine was meant to stop armies. Tonight, it only slows the brave. In darkness, engines whispered prayers made of steel and oil.
The river listened as courage gathered where orders met fear.
Across the water, confusion spread quicker than any bullet fired.
Each ripple carried names of men who crossed without promise.
Words replaced trumpets. Frequencies became the drums of war.
They spoke in silence, connected by invisible wires of resolve.
Even the air felt wired, humming with unseen intention.
What machines crushed, memory tried to rebuild with trembling hands. Dawn came not as peace, but as proof the line was broken.
The river accepts our courage, not our fear, nor hesitation tonight, brothers.
Under this shroud, voices knit battalions, threading orders through static and night.
Every oar stroke bargains seconds, while artillery argues with distance and fate.
Armor becomes shelter, and shelter becomes courage, moving because others believe together.
Words march ahead of boots, clearing pathways no map could show today.
Light reveals positions. Resolve erases doubt. Momentum chooses faithful hearts to cross.
Timber prayers hold steady, while steel confidence steps carefully forward toward victory.
Preparation honors bravery, catching bodies before the river does at first light.
God bless these helmets and the men who wear them. Faith travels light, sharing warmth tighter than any wool blanket this morning.
Barriers surrender first to wire cutters, then to patience synchronized by voices. Painted air guides courage, brushstrokes measured by seconds and heartbeats between shores.
Line secure! Go, go, go! Even light speaks orders when radios falter under screaming sky.
Supplies are lifelines, stitched together by schedules nobody betrays. Not tonight, never.
Every clang translates courage into structure, spanning choices over water and fear.
Information arrives first, clearing doubts before bodies risk everything across this river.
Death writes hurried letters. We reply with movement, not ink today, ever. Answer given in steel. Argument finished before echo returns to the source.
When airwaves crowd, feet remember, roads speech cannot reach in this weather. Hold what you take. Taking means nothing without holding through counterattacks tonight.
Warmth tastes like victory when eaten quickly between alarms under gray dawn.
Order prevents tragedy, where momentum tempts chaos every minute on this crossing.
Hands become conveyors. Intention becomes warehouse, feeding hungry barrels before sunrise resumes.
Sacrifice floats past, reminding crossings cost more than gasoline and easy courage.
Fear recalibrates quickly. Humor resets men to continue forward without losing edge.
Old wires still serve when new signals drown in thunder and flood.
Singles and numbers shelter lives better than lucky charms on cold nights. Precision gives mercy. ending fights quicker than rage ever could for anyone. Even enemies seem younger when silence replaces orders, and gunfire at last.
Weather changes allegiances. Mud now signs the surrender documents beneath tired boots.
Progress sounds mechanical, yet every mile hums with heartbeat and breath shared.
The new generals whisper in static, drawing lines louder than guns.
Vision narrows to coordinates, then widens again when shells answer swiftly.
Every wheel that rolls here rewrites fear into testimony of connection.
Logistics carries victory quietly, unarmed yet deadlier than artillery by hunger denied. Faith adapts its architecture. Prayer echoes through absence more clearly now.
Connection demands maintenance like courage does. Constant, unseen, entirely essential always.
Rest becomes sacred when each pause might summon more shells from nowhere. Mercy works fast, sloofer than death, but steadier by determination shared.
Messages leap valley to valley.
Quicker than sunlight across ice fields. Time refuses pity, marking victories and funerals with identical precision today.
Motion defines survival. Stillness invites artillery curiosity none desire.
Cooperation blooms hardest under pressure, its petals armored and loud.
Memory is measured early, before celebration forgets who built it. Sustenance for guns flows smoother than water, urged by urgency unending.
It's coming down right on us!
Even confidence dissolves under thunder it once believed only its own.
Life endures ignorant of banners, loyal only to instinct's quiet orders.
Keep moving! Get this line flowing! Chaos becomes rhythm. Discipline hums beneath confusion's noisy disguise.
Luck guards volatility. Bravery stands close, pretending control over chemistry. Words outrun shells, delivering meaning before explosions erase geography again.
Warmth tastes borrowed, a pause rented from fate before orders resume again.
Nature listens unwillingly, bearing fruit even beneath gunpowder's breath.
Repetition replaces thought. Precision becomes religion in this thunderous faith.
Keep it moving! No stopping! Organization sings louder than chaos when survival requires choreography exact.
Hope travels paper thin, crossing borders faster than soldiers can themselves.
Defense feels temporary, courage pretending permanence under ceaseless sky.
Creation returns quietly amid destruction, stubborn as heartbeat beneath smoke.
Liberation begins awkwardly, language fumbling, where gratitude replaces speech entirely.
Compassion bends rules, stitching order into blood and exhaustion's edge.
Silence arrives uneasy. Heavy with absence it refuses yet to name.
Persistence floats, refusing depth's invitation until all wheels cross safely.
Roger that. Inform the engineers the crossing point at Sector 4 is clear. We are establishing communications on the east bank.
Victory whispers softly first, cautious not to wake more trouble.
Plans rewrite themselves faster than pens can trace rivers again.
Prayer competes with wind. Neither wins, but both persist stubbornly. Supply and destruction share road, nodding at each other in passing. Care becomes rhythm, every movement cautious as breath underwater.
Identity matters less than direction. Forward remains only acceptable answer.
Duty intrudes briefly, reminding watchers of worlds beyond orders.
Routine comforts nerves better than speeches about valor ever could.
Precision turns mercy mechanical, yet miracles hide among practiced gestures. Bureaucracy persists, even when reality dissolves outside its canvas walls. Friendship tastes of smoke, small and priceless against surrounding darkness.
Tension sings in metal, echoing nerves, stretched thin but unbroken.
Organization sleeps lightly, ready to feed chaos before dawn returns.
Connection bridges loneliness. Sound becomes proof someone else endures too.
Reports continue, indifferent to weather or emotional fatigue's limits.
Momentum becomes comfort, movement erasing thought until exhaustion intervenes.
Hold steady, boys! Just a few more bolts.
The sky feels smaller once fear fills it completely and evenly. Quiet costs more than noise. Silence records debts unpaid. Every ripple counts, carrying courage disguised as routine duty. Sleep negotiates with conscience, rarely winning full surrender tonight.
Maintenance feels heroic when breakdown means starvation tomorrow morning. Paper absorbs thunder, turning chaos into numbers command can digest.
Vigilance replaces sleep, dreams postponed until silence verifies dawn. Reflection shows nothing. Everything waits submerged until morning remembers courage. Even constellations blink uncertain, learning patience from men below.
The Earth accepts every effort, indifferent to sides yet loyal to endurance.
Decisions shrink to inches when darkness erases confidence and distance alike. Determination sounds like hoofbeats, keeping time with distant thunder overhead. Each spark names a battle still unfinished, beyond exhausted comprehension now.
Electricity becomes language. Voltage translates courage into commands precisely timed.
Compassion whispers quieter than gunfire, yet carries further through memory.
Logistics never sleeps. Its rhythm sustains victory through exhaustion's fog.
Bridges break, yet intention rebuilds, before regret cools into defeat.
Machines require faith too. Sermons preached with wrenches under lantern light.
Words march faster than soldiers, reporting courage before dawn confirms it.
Sleep flirts with fear, both pretending they don't know each other anymore. Stillness hides movement. Patience becomes shield, stronger than armor tonight. Warm food teaches resilience better than any speech ever could.
Even weather. weather, joins causation. Steady as heartbeat under static.
Practice becomes instinct when thought moves slower than explosion.
Uncertainty rules night. Courage answers only with motion forward still.
Precision saves lives long before medicine reaches bleeding hands.
Faith breathes quietly, surviving drafts of chaos surrounding fragile walls.
Sky and earth shake hands briefly before dawn separates them again.
Tools wear down slower than spirit, but faster than memory ever fades.
Nature interferes kindly, muting rage through static until sunrise mediates.
Movement rehearses destiny, synchronized hearts beating inside armor hulls.
The plan breathes, adapting like organism learning hunger's rhythm anew.
Fear translates universally. Even enemies speak it fluently tonight together.
Dawn approaches reluctantly, dragging exhaustion into reluctant clarity.
Structure groans like a giant breath, exhaling strength toward the eastern bank.
Precision greets sunrise, arithmetic translated into thunder's grammar again.
Unity looks ordinary from a distance, extraordinary inside each trembling heartbeat.
Permission meets inevitability. Orders merge with momentum, perfectly timed now.
Reflection shatters gently beneath determination's first stroke toward the shore.
Progress costs sound. Silence buys safety for a heartbeat's span.
Chaos decorates sky. Bravery paints over it with motion persistent.
This ground's ours now, boys!
Ownership feels temporary. Survival defines victory more accurately always.
Healing races hopelessly against destruction, yet refuses surrender stubbornly.
Repairs occur mid-chaos. Defiance hammering rhythm louder than danger.
Steel conquers river, not through might, but synchronization perfectly human.
Progress illuminates consequences. Victory carrying guilt in equal measure.
Infinity seems possible when direction stays singular and hearts align.
Liberation begins timidly, disbelief preceding gratitude by fragile moments.
Symbols regain voice. Metal celebrates peace not yet guaranteed below.
The day expands, filling with names already promised to history.
Aftermath speaks softly, collecting echoes of orders now fulfilled.
Sustenance flows again, liquid endurance bridging exhaustion's final stretch.
Completion reported, sir. Static is clearing.
Networks breathe steady. Connection outlives battle's immediate purpose.
From above, courage looks orderly, almost peaceful in its repetition.
Absence occupies victory's seat, long before parades acknowledge truth. Beauty returns shyly, reclaiming ground stolen by necessity's hands. Movement defines conclusion. Stillness remains too foreign to trust yet.
Reflection offers peace, momentary, fragile as ripples breaking beneath boots. Memory anchors triumph, reminding victory breathes only through remembrance. Morning grows confident, stretching its light across wounds still steaming. Habit replaces celebration,
Survival greets liberation with cautious eyes.
Reconstruction begins in mud, guided by memory, not manuals anymore. Triumph feels unfinished. Paper cannot capture exhaustion's true borders.
Communication reclaims space once owned by silence and fear combined.
Even relics journey onward, refusing stillness after such noise.
Joy whispers first, cautious but certain it belongs again.
Distance becomes promise. Horizon translates fatigue into destination.
Daylight forgives what darkness demanded only hours before.
Repair feels sacred. Structure remembers every footstep crossing safely.
Silence reclaims authority. Teaching echoes humility once again.
Direction survives confusion, drawn instinctively toward ending long awaited.
Nature resumes command, unconcerned with uniform or anthem alike.
Loss finds voice again, steady and unashamed beneath calm air.
Life restarts simply, each motion declaring defiance against memory's weight.
Machines rest too, their silence the loudest hymn of relief possible.
Order replaces chaos. Structure blooms where panic once rooted deeply.
Connection endures. Dialogue replaces command as the first luxury of peace.
Pride lifts gently, content to rest upon metal and memory together.
Words prepare to shape history, though truth already speaks quietly elsewhere.
Departure feels domestic. Routine disguises magnitude within motion.
Perspective widens. What was battle becomes geography once more. Continuation replaces climax. War transitions into movement beyond applause. Memory proves bilingual, carved deeper than allegiance can erase.
Celebration wears fatigue like uniform, unwilling yet to rest fully.
Innocence returns shyly, testing ground once feared beyond words.
Work continues unremarked, devotion outlasting drumbeat of victory songs.
Caution softens slowly, habits of suspicion learning gentleness anew. Beauty feels foreign, almost intrusive, amid memory's residue below.
Creation resumes boldly, where destruction once dictated schedule unchallenged.
Continuity defines progress. Destination matters less than forward momentum.
Coordination completes circle. Technology fulfilling prophecy whispered years prior.
Commemoration begins before smoke clear. Gratitude refuses delay, always.
Healing demands pause, reflection balancing weight of endless urgency.
Completion sighs collectively, exhaustion merging with satisfaction unspoken.
Renewal decorates scars gently, refusing permission to despair further. Journey continues outward, purpose reinvented beyond battlefield definitions.
Peace smells of oil and riverweed, oddly comforting together. Victory breathes quietly, preferring wind to applause for company.
Nature rebuilds indiscriminately, loyal only to persistence eternal. The earth accepts every effort, indifferent to sides yet loyal to endurance.
Decisions shrink to inches when darkness erases confidence and distance alike. Determination sounds like hoofbeats keeping time with distant thunder overhead. Each spark names a battle still unfinished beyond exhausted comprehension now.
Electricity becomes language. Voltage translates courage into commands precisely timed.
Compassion whispers quieter than gunfire, yet carries further through memory.
Logistics never sleeps. Its rhythm sustains victory through exhaustion's fog.
Bridges break, yet intention rebuilds, before regret cools into defeat. Machines require faith too, sermons preached with wrenches under lantern light.
Words march faster than soldiers. Reporting courage before dawn confirms it.